Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and is that straight hopium? Am I hoping too much out of Battlefield 6? Is me being excited for this game misplaced? Man, I feel like I've been through this song and dance with Battlefield so many times. Post Battlefield 4, I think a lot of people have been wanting the series to return to its glory days, and I certainly have had fun with the Battlefield games post BF4 every now and again, but in terms of how BF3 captured me, how BF4 captured me, and hell, how Battlefield Bad Company 2 captured me, that has not been the same with Battlefield, and what, we are north of a decade since Battlefield 4 came out? It's kind of wild to think that time has passed that quickly. I remember the lead up to Battlefield 4, hell, I remember the lead up to Battlefield 3 and how excited people were for that. Different time that we live in, but Battlefield 6 is going to be getting its full multiplayer gameplay reveal July 31st. There's a lot of footage online, but y'all know how that goes. I think that this has potential, and that is the imperative word, potential, to be one of the biggest game releases of the year, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this video on why I think timing for this game is so important, and they're looking into releasing this game in a period where timing really favors them. And again, I'll talk that more at the end of this video, but I do have some updates and news to go over. The Battlefield 6 official system requirements haven't been posted yet, but we do have the Battlefield Labs platform requirements that were posted, and that'll give us a good idea. Remember that the game is going to be more optimized, but Battlefield has always been a franchise that has pushed PCs. I remember when BF3 came out, and that was a game that if you wanted to max it out, it was kind of a showcase for how beefy your PC was. But the minimum system requirements on Labs is an Intel Core i5-8400, an RTX 2060, 16 gigs of RAM, and then recommended requirements, AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti, and then for expected minimum system requirements for 4K, Ryzen 9 9950X, and an RTX 5080. Like, yeah, if you're playing this game at 4K maxed out, 60 frames per second, or even higher than that, you're gonna need a beefy GPU. Now, 5080 is kind of crazy, but, you know, you gotta pay to play when it comes to a game like BF6. It's gonna push your PC to the max, and that's kind of what you want, but if you're rocking an RTX 3060 range PC, you're still probably gonna be in the safe territory about just being able to run this game and being able to play it. But keep in mind, again, Battlefield has always been a franchise that has pushed the envelope a little bit in terms of the technical aspects. I'm very interested to see how this game is going to end up running on consoles as well, but there you go with that. Again, that's expected, and it could be far more optimized by the time launch actually rolls out in October, which is the rumored window. October 7th, I want to say, somewhere around there is the rumored date, but expect optimization once the drivers come into play, etc., etc. It should get better, but if you're planning on playing Battlefield 6, just keep in mind that you are going to need a beefy PC, and on top of that, currently it is going to require Secure Boot to play on PC. If your PC supports Secure Boot on Windows 10 or 11 and it's disabled, the game will prompt you to enable it if you can access it, as noted in the Discord page. Will Battlefield 6 have the same Secure Boot as probably? Is it really being that problematic? Yes, we are currently running Secure Boot for Battlefield Labs, as noted in the Discord, and that was by an official at EA. So that is going to be a requirement. We'll see what they can do as far as negating cheaters, but they want millions and millions of players. I don't know if putting barriers on accessing the game is the best way, but they do want to prevent cheaters and everything like that, but we'll see. Hopefully, it'll be at a solid state when it does come out. Lastly, as far as the updates are concerned, the Steam page is officially live, and the reveal trailer is live right now. The reveal trailer on the official Battlefield page has over 7 million views, and I like to look at data like this because I think this gives us a good idea on the excitement level of a game ahead of its release. Now, ultimately, what is going to define this game is going to be the longevity, is the quality of the game, but it doesn't feel like or seem like that 2042, Battlefield 5, whatever games that you did not like has done damage in terms of the anticipation and the excitement that people have for the game. I also want to say, this is how you do a game trailer, you guys. I often bug out over trailers like the Concord Burger trailer, over the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown trailer. Just garbage trailer. The Battlefield 6 trailer, okay, it didn't have direct gameplay, but it's Battlefield. It's an established IP. In that sense, I don't think it's a complete mandatory that you have gameplay. On top of that, they told you gameplay reveal, multiplayer reveal is happening on July 31st. The goal of this trailer should have been to set the tone and the expectations of the game as far as the thematics of the game. You want this to be kind of contrasting to Call of Duty, and you have to talk about Call of Duty when you talk about Battlefield, because that has always been the contention. It's Battlefield versus Call of Duty, but you wanted that dichotomy to be there, that Battlefield is the alternative. It is offering something that at least the perception right now and the hope, and the trailer sets that hope, and that is all a trailer can do. It is a promotional vehicle. It is supposed to get you excited for a game and set that tone, set that pace for a game. This trailer did a phenomenal job of that. The music, the sound direction, the cinematics, all that looks tremendous. This is exactly what a trailer needs to be. As far as if you want to do a reveal trailer like this without any direct gameplay footage, Slam Dunk Home Run cannot talk this trailer up enough. If this was a new IP, I would have liked to see gameplay, but the fact is, it's not a new IP. So it's game engine footage, not actual gameplay. But again, since it's not a new IP, I think you can get away with doing something like this, and it's fine. Setting the tone and the tempo for the game, I think, is more important. On top of that, the gameplay is going to be coming out on the 31st, this coming Thursday. Why do I think this game has potential to be a massive success? Let's be honest, Call of Duty has been in a bit of a downslide. Now, in terms of public perception, I think, as far as sales numbers, I mean, it still sells really well, but look at the Steam reviews, etc., etc. This is the opportunity that Battlefield has to actually come in. And I'm not saying it's going to dethrone Call of Duty, it's going to sell more, but cultivating that audience and giving people a real alternative to sink your teeth into, if this game is of quality, it really has the opportunity to do that. On top of that, this year's Call of Duty is the throwaway MW3 style, let's slap something together and throw it out in the market Call of Duty. Your contender this year, what you're opposed against, is Black Ops 7. Number 7 in Black Ops when Black Ops 6 just came out last year. You're not going to get a better opportunity than this for a very, very long time in terms of all of the pieces in place for Battlefield to come in and really make an impact, and that's why I want this launch to be stellar. We need a competitive space in the multiplayer games market as far as big budget multiplayer shooters, and Battlefield 6 can actually be a real contender to Call of Duty this year. Now, ultimately, this game is still going to be a live service title. It's going to be a monetized game. I'm not expecting us to go to the high heavens and there's going to be no skins, no microtransactions, none of that. That will be phenomenal, but I know how this game is played these days. However, we can stay away from Rick and Morty skins. We can stay away from WWE crossovers. We can stay away from stuff like that, and we can set the tone of what to expect out of Battlefield 6. Let this game, at least from a tonality standpoint, be different than Call of Duty. The trailer sets that tone. Ultimately, is the game gonna do that? We'll find out as we get more gameplay and when the game actually comes out in October, but I might be straight hopium here. It might be another EA disaster, and EA really isn't the publisher that, I want to get excited about. 100 million player expectations. I don't think it's going to hit that, but I do hope the best out of Battlefield 6. So that's going to do it for me. Again, if you're looking to play this game on PC, get ready as far as wanting to max it out, playing it at 60 FPS 4K, because you're going to need a beefy PC for that. But otherwise, I think if you're okay with lower settings, and that was always the case with BF3, even if you played that game on low, bro. I remember the Radeon HD 6670s back in the day on Battlefield 3 were able to run that game, at low settings, but it was still able to run that game. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.